Claire did not believe in the evil of the world, and so when it touched her, at first she did not recognize it for what it was. No pointing red tails and pitchforks as in the movies, not even malice in the heart. Evil as simple as an accident, as boring as the aftermath it brings. Forster saying death would have been easier than enduring what followed. A small domestic evil as random as lightning, as devastating to those touched by it. She had longed for home, a place of connection and belonging and family. For so long it was hard to believe that her struggle to attain it was about to be consummated. 18 years since she first came to the ranch. Her only regret that Hani, her mother-in-law, wasn't there to share the moment she finally got it back for the family, because what was the worth of something unless it lasted through one's desire for it, a whole lifetime if need be, or beyond it, into one's children's lives also? She couldn't imagine anything better than Josh or one of the girls taking over when the time came. She looked around at all that was hers, the blush of sunset on her blossoming citrus trees, Forster coming down the steps from the porch 2 at a time, wrapping his arms around her. Hers, his love, also. "Hurry, the girls have a surprise for you. Pretend you don't know." Forster was throwing a party, a Claire will live forever party, since she hated birthdays and their reminder of time passing. Yes, about to have everything, but time itself had escaped her, moved on, made her a little more leathery, a little more tired than she wanted to be. At last she had time to spend with the children, just as they were growing up and going away. Everyone had been invited, everyone came. Barbecue for over 200, pushing at the seams of the farmhouse, spilling over onto the lawn, eddying around the rose gardens, the shadowy edges of the stalwart orchards. Her mother and father had driven down from Santa Monica, witnesses to her hard-won good fortune. She took a long look around, as if she were about to depart on a journey and would need this memory, the citrus fruit hanging heavy with juice. The leaves on the trees turned ever so slightly toward the last rays of sunshine, showing their faintly silvered backside. In the kitchen, the caterer was scolding a newly hired waiter who'd come in late and ungroomed. In her room, Gwen, 16, put on lipstick and mascara for the first time. The guests walked along admiring the healthy rows of trees, the food-laden tables, as Lucy led the younger children in a game of hide-and-seek. People ate as much as they could bear and drank more. Unnoticed, Joshua snuck out from the bar with a bottle of vodka hidden away in a newspaper. Everyone was giddy with the rare sense of work put aside in favor of pleasure. As Claire stood admiring the paper lanterns strung across the lawn, her lawn, rocking in the faint breeze, the banker Reliker sidled up to her with a plate stacked high with ribs. Even under the magic golden pink of sunset, time had not been kind during the last 10 years she had been in business with him. He looked as severe and expiring as in his mahogany-lined office, aged, pale skin, and caved-in cheeks that spoke of a life of frugality. "It's a beauty," he said, "what you've accomplished with our money." "Money didn't accomplish this," Claire said, feeling smug with the last check to him in her pocket. She would put it in the mail after he left. "It just kept developers away long enough for it to provide." Impossible to explain that the land was alive and fertile. It just needed coaxing along. Reliker gnawed at the rib beyond simply getting the meat off, intending to suck the very marrow out. A tardy waiter came by, and in offering a napkin almost flipped the paper plate on the banker's shirt. Claire frowned, noticed the waiter's greasy blonde hair, his unkempt nails. She would complain to the caterer. The young man apologized, but the expression on his face, small eyes and large nose crowded together, wasn't the least sorry. The money wasn't exactly a gift. Claire looked down at her feet. The moment of sweetest revenge. They would no longer be needing his services.